Hello, everyone. I'm Anastasia, Head of Growth at Mature, and we are happy to see you on our new workshop. This workshop is really special. I know that many of you source and recruit technical talents, but you know that it's not that easy to find them. It's not that easy to find candidates who match and fit your requirements. LinkedIn is not always enough. Job boards are not enough. Even GitHub is not enough. Matcher is an expert in technical recruitment, and today we will share our personal growth hacks on how to find the best tech talents in the whole world. Matcher provides two types of services. First, we help companies like Booking.com, TikTok, Revolut to source technical talent all over the world. Secondly, we help companies like Smiley to hire remote tech talent. Doesn't matter in what location. So if you and your company are ready to go beyond your own location, if you need tech talent like a unicorn, tech talent like the best one that the world has to offer, we can help you and find these talents in any other country. Before we start today, I have really big announcements for you. We have released super practical playbook about how to hire remote talent, how to hire, how to source, how to onboard, and how to manage them. We have spoken to many companies. We have spoken to company leaders. We have aggregated a lot of statistical data about state of remote hiring nowadays and put it in one great ebook. You can download it right now for free. Just click this button, this green button. I will give you just a couple of minutes to download it. Definitely get your free copy, read it, enjoy it, and of course give us your feedback on it afterwards. We will be happy to hear from you. And yeah, so let's see who is in today and what countries do we have. Adrian from Amsterdam, what surprise. South Carolina, interesting. And Tim, thanks for visiting all of our workshops. I think, Dima, you can start sharing your screen and I will introduce our today's speaker when he appears back on the screen.
Yeah, hello. I've just switched off camera because I think when we're two speaking, it's blinking somehow. So anyway.
Please meet Dima. He's head of tech sourcing at Matcher. He knows everything about sourcing of technical talents. And today he will be your guide in the world of growth hacking. So say hi to everyone.
Hi, guys. So I'm really excited to see you on board and to greet you on our webinar. So I will present really interesting topic about searching outside of LinkedIn, searching for different platforms and how to find great talents. So yeah, we will have it very interactive. We'll have polls. We will have live session. So yeah, it will be super cool. And let's start. Okay, Anastasia, can I start presenting, right?
Yeah, share your screen. I will switch off mine.
Yeah, just tell me in chat if it's blinking too much, then I will just like switch off my camera. So if I will be blinking a lot. So let's start. Boom. So today, yeah, I will be telling about X-Ray, Meetup, Upwork, and other platforms, and we will do really special sourcing today with you. So let's start with a small quiz. Please write in chat what are those numbers meaning. So that's related to my experience, and I want to you write in chat, what do you think about those numbers? So what is 64, 6, 1490, and so on? So please write, I'm curious. What do you think about that? No, 64, not actually my age. I'm 25, but it's a good try, guys. Yeah, Karina, you are very, very close, about 6. Yeah, about America, that's very funny. Oh, Adrian, 64 girlfriends. No, I actually have 1 for life, so that's funny. 64 hires. Probably for 6 years. It's a spoiler already. Okay. Let's start. So 64, it's number of countries I've contacted candidates from. And I've tried really, really global searches. And 6, it's actually years I've into sourcing and recruitment and working in 4 companies full time, and also lots of side projects and sourcing strategies. 1490, it's cups of coffee are drunk. So sourcers should have really, really good like data skill. So I've just calculated the number of working days during 6 years, also minus some not relevant days and strong hard days, and I've got those number of cups of coffee if I drink 1 per day. And 10, it's unicorn companies. I actually worked closely and hired developers and engineers there, and I'm really happy that they've changing someone's lives. They're doing cool products, like, for example, Canva, which is a really good presentation tool, or like Molly, which is amazing platform for payments in Netherlands, and so on. So I've started from relocating developers, and it was my career path in Good Call. Probably you know Good Call by Joseph Kadlec, and Recruitment Academy. I worked hard with Prague Market and was certified for professional sourcer. At Function, it's like executive search startup. We were searching for Asia and Australia unicorn companies, and at Matcher 8 months ago I landed, and I'm head of sourcing there, managing cool team of 7 sourcers, and I'm just enjoying to serve our clients, finding best pro talents remote and with relocation, and we sharing those knowledge. So we could help you with any sourcing tips and tricks from the very beginning to the hardest thing, like market intelligence and diversity hiring. So yeah, let's start. So what's inside my presentation? Here we will talk about Upwork, Twitter, and Meetup. And you should have poll somewhere down to see what actually it's all about. So have you ever hired on those platforms? So please, there should be a poll there. Yes. Let me check. So have you ever tried Meetup? Have you ever used Upwork for sourcing? And Twitter? Please go down, vote. It is interesting to see your opinion. And in the meanwhile, I will tell that a lot of people still stuck to LinkedIn searches, and they really want to try something else, but it's really hard, and they meet the problem of not having a lot of false positives on those resources and not creating right tooling. You spend a lot of time and you have actually not the best results. But I will try to show you how to have good results actually. So what we have in our poll, Upwork, at least 15 people not used that. It's almost 80% from those voted, and 20% of people used Upwork. So I think there is still a lot of opportunity for you guys. And Meetup, it's half-half. So some people used it before and some people don't. It's interesting. And Twitter, like half of people not using it. So I think it will be nice to see what you can get from this session. And next poll, you should also see, like, have you tried automation? So we have, Anastasia, I think next poll, right? About how often you use this. Yeah. How often do you use, if for those who voted that you used one of those resources, how often do you actually use them? So like 1 day per week from like 1 day at week, or it's like some time-to-time sources, or no, I've tried it several times and then I gave up. So please let me know. Yeah, we see already some results, and you can see in the poll that people who actually used that, they rarely use those resources, probably once per month, or even not used at all. So it mentions to me that it's really, really hard to automate this. It's really hard to get results from it. So you are done with LinkedIn, right? You're like, I need to source somewhere else, maybe GitHub, maybe Twitter. You go to this platform, you start clicking user by user, and then you see, okay, it's actually took a lot of time to find information. It's not handy. You can't filter it. And then you give up and like, oh, okay, that's not working for us. This method actually for, I don't know, some other sources, but we are really stick to LinkedIn. So I want to change it and to have more people from first section, not like other two. So Upwork, it's good for finding freelancers, but also you can find people who are looking for a remote job. You have good description of a skills. You have people ratings there and success cases. So you will see that on Upwork, actually, you have so much like special info about candidate that it will be easy to source there as on LinkedIn. The only question about contact data and finding emails of that people, but we will talk about that. Meetup, it's good with targeted groups. It's already a proactive candidates because they registered on Meetup, they joined some community, and it's very good reason for connecting because you have so much special interest that you can use it as your bullet contact point. And Twitter, if you take a closer look to the platform, you will see that you can contact active users who not so present on LinkedIn there. A lot of guys are actually don't have LinkedIn and have Twitter. And yes, there is not only Elon Musk smoking weed there, but and posting some crazy tweets that decrease his Tesla stock, but also there are a lot of other things, and you can find a good customization and much more info about candidates' interest. So let's start with Upwork Search. And you can read its clickable link when you will have presentation, full report of Upwork, but there are like a lot of freelancers and remoters you can find there. And I will talk about all my examples about IT search, about like developers, engineers, because I mostly work with those roles in Matcher, but you can find actually their video related guys, customer support and graphic designers. And there are a lot of countries where it's very popular, like Ukraine, Russia, India, Romania, Philippines. There are huge amount of people you can source and work. Also UK and I've checked in Germany, there are a lot of guys, so you can have it there. And how it looks like inside. So first of all, you need to register on the platform. It will take you 10 minutes, and you will see actually search page. There will be, you can enter keywords with Boolean as you use on LinkedIn. And then also there will be a country. It will be skills, summary, and you can also add language level. So for example, you need native English speaker, or you need at least someone fluent speaker. It's very good because in basic LinkedIn, you can't filter English level. And here, that's what you have found. So you do a basic search and you will have list of people. You can scrape them and you can use basic search. Also, user profile looks like the first name, location, availability, and summary. So what you get from those information? You can estimate salary. So freelancers, if we talk from data perspective, they took higher hourly rate than they have annual salary. And it's like very true if you work for part-time projects. So if you see someone $45 dollars per hour, you can estimate that his or her actually annual rate will be calculated like minus 20% or even more. So you can use this to find candidates that into your salary brackets. Summary and projects, it's a good indicator of reviews. So you can actually read, is it top developer or someone who not deliver in time? And you can use it also as personalization, like, hey, Vladislav, you are top performer, you are top rated +1, so I actually curious to speak to you. And available for hire, it's a good indicator of like part-timers and full-timers. So you can see that if person have like availability more than 30 hours per week, probably this person can also join full-time long-term project. And if it's lower than 25, then maybe it's good for part-time projects. And yes, Marta, I see in chat, you can X-ray Upwork, and I will show you in this presentation how to find people actually there, because Upwork have a lot of privacy settings, and you can't find on Upwork any contact data or even surnames, but we are sourcers. So actually about X-ray, there is 3 type of links there. Like, what? Why 3? Because Upwork had like previous design and previous backend, and now they've changed. So I recommend you to use one of those 3. First option is site Upwork/profiles/users. You will see it on the screen. And it is most popular. For example, in Ukraine, Java and Spring keyword, you will have 800 people approximately. It's most popular, and you can use it as default search. Then you will have option 2, upwork.com/freelancers. So it's very new, updated design, and you can find there actually only 13 profiles or even 10 profiles per search, because only new profiles newly registered have this like updated link. So there will be more and more profiles with this X-ray with site operator, but for now it is what it is. So this is like your last point of using. And I hope you all know site operator. If not, please read about that soon after this presentation. Site operator allows you to search on specific websites through Google or Bing or search platforms. Okay, and what we have the next one, it's actually site Upwork/FL. This operator we use for people who actually change their nicknames. So I mean, for example, if I just registered, I will have Upwork/freelancers and abracadabra letters. But if I actually change my nickname, like /Dima Ponochovniy, then I will have FL search string. And there is good to like trick to find users on Upwork because you can see that, for example, Upwork tries to hide this Taras B, but I actually see that his nickname is Boychuk, so I can easily find on LinkedIn or on GitHub Taras Boychuk, and 90% that I will find actually developer and can contact for free this person. And also these nicknames are very good to find email addresses. So if you try different combination of first name and last name and Gmail, you will have your person. So actually you can search 140 people with this Boolean and find their first and last names, because nicknames of people are very popular to have just first and last name. Okay, so let's do some live sourcing and how actually find them. What are really examples? I've tried yesterday and last week several searches to show you live session. Actually, I have this in my presentation as a screens, so you can find and try this later. It's all clickable, but I want to show you some profiles, and I've choose really random profiles to not to have like these speakers who choose first, second, third result, and then on next pages it's completely not working. So I don't want you to have some misinformation, but have really something you can use tomorrow on your work. It's Friday, so you can use something of that. So we have, for example, this Maria. She is a middle developer, and how we can find her. So take a look at the profile and find that this is employment history. You can see projects, and you can see also university. And you can start your search with search by photo. So it's first method. You click right on the photo. You click search Google for image. You wait, and one of the one of 4 or maybe one of 5 people should easily have this picture on pages that include matching images. And you see that this is Maria drawn. You have her LinkedIn here, and you can contact her on LinkedIn or find email address. Again, I don't want you to be a LinkedIn addict and again come back to LinkedIn, but I want you to use LinkedIn smart with finding email addresses, finding other networks using, like, for example, Amazing Hiring Extension, and so on. So you can see that this is actually this Maria drawn, and we can find her LinkedIn, and we can find her GitHub, for example, here with Amazing Hiring Extension, and contact her on LinkedIn, find her email address, and actually evaluate her skills. Okay, she has Microsoft Cloud Java test task. So maybe she recently searching for a job and doing some test task on Java. We can ask her. Okay, let's take another example. Anton. Anton lives in Zaporozhye. He is Kotlin Java developer. He uses Spring and Corda. He is very fluent in English. And what we can use in his profile, I want you to really think as a sourcer. So use every piece of information on the profile and combine it to find some network fingerprint of the person. So first of all, we need to create a Boolean search on Google using his first name and, for example, university. It will give you several results, but then I've added also Kotlin, one of his skills. And my first or second result may be his actually LinkedIn address. So we open, we have this Anton Germashev, and we see that it's Anton G. That will mean that this person has the same first letter of last name and the same picture, you see, the same person. And also Corda. So we found actually his LinkedIn profile, and we can find his GitHub, and with .patch trick, very famous, find his email. So that's one of the use cases. Second one, so picture, like adding to his first name some type of his profiles, like university or some other things, and finding. Next one is Nazar. Nazar lives in Lviv, and we see that in his title he mentioned Spring Certified Professional. So if he mentions this right away, probably it is something very important. So we copy this Spring Certified Professional and go to LinkedIn and do simple string like Nazar and Spring Certified Professional. And I also tried to add Lviv, but even without Lviv, we have this guy who has Nazar Babinik, and he is actually mentioned that he is Spring Certified Professional in his LinkedIn profile. So we can see the summary that this person is quite interesting, quite active. So we can use LinkedIn search as well to find those profiles. And I want you to pay attention at profile again, because if you see his portfolio, Upwork want to hide us his last name, but actually he has a certification with his first name and last name, which is easily Googleable and you can use it. And we have his company names, which also can be added to LinkedIn string, and you can find them. So Nazar, we get you. And what about, also I had a search, Upwork profile users, and I've tried to find like the very first result, Volodymyr. I tried his name, I tried different things on his profile, actually, here his profile. But I really can't find, and like, what happened? Why I can't find this user? And then I saw that he is associated with Spectral software, and his employment history has Spectral company. So I've took slightly different search. I press Java keyword, then Ukraine and Kiev location on LinkedIn, and yeah, this is it search. I've pressed Java, Spectral, Ukraine, and actually I found one guy. He's not Vladislav, he's Vova, and he has different name, but he has same picture. So I actually found his profile. So I want you to understand that you need to combine different. So if you can't find profile from the very first try, you can combine some pieces of information from profile, some education, some locations, and have your result. So I'm sure those people somewhere on LinkedIn, and you just need to find them. Okay, we are conscious about the time. I want you to show us an example of sourcing on Upwork. So you do your basic search, upwork.com/fl, you do your keywords, and then you will see, for example, users with small nicknames. So you can use these nicknames, for example, Vladislav Frolenko, and add it to LinkedIn search and find several Vladislav. But you will see that picture and like actually skill like Golang or Java is in this profile. So you click on this profile, Vladislav Frolenko, and you can find his all the details, but we don't have his GitHub. So how to find for free his GitHub? I copy his first name and last name. I actually go to GitHub and just press search, and I will have no users with same name, but I have something found in code. So I go to code, and I see that this is Vladislav Frolenko created, and we have his email Jetson2710. So I copy this email, and I can already contact him, but like I'm not sure if it's the right person or not. So I have small life hack for you. You copy email address you want to check. You go to your Outlook and you have contacts here. So you need to create a new contact, press it like finding names, press edit contacts and add some Gmail address here and press save. And if this email is related to someone's LinkedIn account, you will see here his LinkedIn or her. So this person LinkedIn associated with this email. If you have, for example, wrong email, right, like this one, you will have here blank, but you need to reload. Every time, don't forget to reload this tab because it has some cache inside. So if you have wrong email, you will have just like blank contact in here. Where is our... Yeah, you will have this window. And if your email is correct, you will have LinkedIn address. It's very, very good, interesting hack. Okay, let's continue with Upwork. You can use Instant Data Scraper to scrape it, but I will touch this slightly later on Meetup, okay? So we are done with our Upwork searches. And how you feel, guys, so far? We still have a lot of info, and I want you to vote in poll. How you feel about Upwork search? Do you like it? Do you dislike it, maybe? I want your trust opinion. Are you tired of that? Because we still have 2 platforms to go. And I just want you to be attentive. Yeah, I've also added in poll some like send good info, but of course I wouldn't use it. So for me, it's indicator that it's too hard. Cool, I see some answers that you like it. Most of people like it. And some people want to find it and use it right after the presentation. Okay, nice. So guys, let's continue. And we have Meetup. Meetup is very, very great platform. And actually, I know your pain. I was inspired by one of my sources, Vika. We working with Molly, one of the biggest platforms for payments in Netherlands, and we like reached LinkedIn completely. And like I've asked like, Vika, you can use Meetup and find some users there. And she's like, yeah, wow, good idea. She found interesting group. She tried to find profiles there. And actually next week on our one-on-one, she told like, wow, I hate Meetup. I spent really, really lots of time on that, and I have only several profiles. I need to open each profile one by one, but actually there is a lot of recruiters, a lot of false positives, and you have no info, and you need to find and Google them, and you can't. So Meetup doesn't work. And I was thinking like, so good platform, a lot of things to find there, but actually how to automate it, how we can use it. So I've tried to several tools, and actually I was inspired by Balash Boolean builder, and I've created modification of this tool special for you guys for Meetup, and I will show you in a second. And I have really good case that you can write people on Meetup directly and stand out, like with this message that, hey, we are in the same group of Meetup, so I'm a big fan of Java as I am. So let's do our use case. We are closing Upwork, and we go to actually Meetup. First of all, you need to register there on Meetup, and then you can have location and search. You do a quick search with, for example, location or keyword. So you do keyword search like Java, for example. and you click groups, and you will find several groups here that you can join. Like for example, this Java user group. You click on this group, and you will be able to find where is group located, which number of members, and you can join it. So you click join, and you will be able to see all 668 members. You click see all, and then you will have all people there. I would really recommend you to use Instant Data Scraper and scroll down. You can use even auto scroll extension, our lovely one, and you will need to spend 10 minutes here. So guys, I really inspire you to spend those 10 minutes and find this show more members button and click show more. It took me like 7 minutes to scroll all the profiles down, but actually I've done it I've clicked it. It will take not so much time. You click Instant Data Scraper extension, which also provided in the presentation, or Tim will share with you. And actually you will have here a list of profiles. You click download it as CSV file, and you need to go to your Google Spreadsheets and create a Google spreadsheet. Just blank spreadsheet. You press file, import, upload, and you upload your results to the file. You click append to current sheet and import. Then you need to dress up a little bit your search. Make it with some color, view, freeze first row, so you can do a filtering, and click on the first row, click data, and create filter. You create in your filter, and then you will need, pay attention, it's very important, you will need to filter out false positives. So false positives is all the results that doesn't have first name plus last name. So for example, you click on this filtering, and you just click Alexa no, Alexa yes, Alexa no, yes, no, yes. And you will need to scroll these results. It will take you additional 5 minutes, and you will need to leave only results with first name and last name. Okay? I've already done it here, and you will have list of first and last names only, and there is no more information. Then you need to copy your results up to 100. Just click Ctrl+C, copy, and you will go to data list. I've created this tool special for you guys. I will share with you. This is 100 names, and you can, in this green section, insert names. Don't touch formula, I will ask you, and just Ctrl+V, copy. Oh, sorry, you need to copy up to 100. So what you will need to copy those results, go to the list, and insert them. So what you will have 100 names in Boolean here. So you will have all the names in Boolean string, which you can copy from here. And you can copy this tool for you, make a copy, and use it for all your searches. Then you go to Sales Navigator, you enter your keyword that specify your search. So what I mean, if you use Java user group, then add some keyword like Java. If you try to find data engineers, use data and engineer or developer on a list. If you want to find Ruby guys, enter Ruby on Rails, for example. So 1 or 2 keywords that specify your search, then add full Boolean string here of names and specify your location. Press enter, and you will have, from my experience, from like 15 to 40, 50 results that are actually people on LinkedIn from your meetup. Why we need this? To find detailed contacts, to find special information and to actually filter out those users. So I recommend you to check if you have more than 100 results here. That will mean that you've done something wrong and you need to filter out and check your false positives. It should be only first name plus last name. And if you do everything correctly, you will have up to 100 results here. And there are your people. You can like scrape them with SalesQL from our previous webinar. You can go one by one with them. But what is more important that these people from Meetup, and it's really, really checked and trusted, and you can contact them with special thing. If you don't trust me that there are the same people, you can use, you can check. So for example, you open this first result, Alexei, and we actually found his Meetup profile here. So Alexei has no information except his photo and that he is located in Kiev. And this is my favorite game, face check. So you need to check his face and face from LinkedIn. His face and LinkedIn face. And like use your CSI and investigation and find that this is the same person in Kiev. The same we do, for example, for other user, Alexander Shinzanov. So take a look at his picture. This man likes to have a photo straightforward in a full height. And now we see his actually Meetup profile. Look, he really likes to have this full size picture, right? So I've done a lot of checks, a lot of proof checks, and your results 90%, 95% correct. So use this use case and copy names from your Meetup here, and one by one try to find them on LinkedIn and contact. So yeah, this is my use case for Meetup and how I actually contact those guys. So I try to use, hey, Max, I found you on Java user group Meetup, and you have to patient to data as me. So you are working data engineer and Java engineer at AppsFlyer. So let's be connected. So it really makes you stand out when you find someone's profile on Java or some other Meetup group, and you can contact them on LinkedIn or via email using the same hacks from Upwork Search, but actually you will really, really stand out. And this is also some small link for you how to find Meetups using X-Ray, which is not that important. So summary of Meetup, that I've done a search for 668 people scraped actually. I used to filter them for 10 minutes and I have 540 results. And then I have found on LinkedIn and checked 165 people. So actually from my Meetup, I found 25 people that are really my audience. Yeah, it's, you can tell, yeah, that's like small amount, but I will tell that's amazing. We filtered them and we have like lowest level of false positives, and we can contact them, we can do email campaign, and we can be sure that our use case is true, and we don't need to spend 10 hours by use one by one. So yeah, it will save you up to 10x time. I can guarantee it. Okay, and we have still Twitter. So please, let's focus one extra minutes and find Twitter. So for Twitter search, you can have one search string. It's very easy. It has no specific advanced search. Yeah, you can use some extra things, but what I really recommend you to use Twitter to find accounts, very famous accounts. And our user case was to find actually people on Twitter for diversity search. We had a question from one of our clients like, hey, we want to find people in data and we need to like female data engineers only. So how to find them? And we were like, okay, Twitter have a lot of communities. So we go to people section and I've done simple search like data. our keyword, and women. You can also try female, girl who code, for example, or something like that. And actually, I found that each big city like Zurich, Toronto, San Francisco have own like data women group. So I found Data Women Netherlands. It's a Dutch group, and I found that 380 followers on this group. So I want you to show also some small use case for Twitter. So once again, we go to Twitter, we do a simple search, we find groups that we want to scrape, like this one, and we copy the link of the group. Then we go to Phantom Buster. You just need to go Phantom Buster website, download extension, and you use Phantom Twitter. You can register a lot of accounts, and you can use even Phantom Buster for free for most cases. So it's really free and easy tool. Then you go to Twitter follower collector. You click use this account, and you need to connect everything correctly. So you need to connect Twitter to your cookies. Then you need to enter your Twitter account here, so the link to our group. Then you leave everything in blank, and here not 10, but just nothing, because we want to scrape them all. If you want to scrape some specific number like 100 or 200, you will mention it. And you click save again, and press launch. After some time, in my case, it will be like 20 seconds, it will be scraped all the people from Twitter account, all 380 people. Yes, it's done already, very fast. You will have to download your CSV file here with results. You download it, and then you go to Twitter. Or then you go to your Google spreadsheet and create separate spreadsheet with like Twitter lists, I don't know, data engineer. Then you need to do the same as I've shown you in the beginning. Insert file, and you will have a list of your Twitter scraping. And here you can see much more info. So here you can see first name, last name, you can see screen name, it's like nickname, and you can find by this nickname email address as well. You can see some URLs and bio. Bio, it's the most powerful thing because you can use this bio for personalization. So what I do, first I use filter here in name, and I filter all people like with first and last names. So you can actually do the same trick with name generator tool that I shown for Meetup and create a search for full list of people from your Twitter group and find them on LinkedIn. Then what I can do, I can use this bio section and filter people I'm interested in. So for example, I'm very interested in this Aurora because she's like a PhD in data engineering. Here you can see her. She creates stuff with data. She's machine learning. So I want to contact her. And as in my presentation mentioned, I really used this profile to like here, like, hi Aurora, hope you are doing great. I found that you are creating stuff with data, passionate about machine learning. So we are looking for such person. And also on Twitter account, if you have this small email icon, that will mean that you can contact people directly through Twitter, and you will stand out from tons of recruiters who contact on LinkedIn only. Also, the same trick, by the way, working with Meetup. For example, I will come back slightly back to Meetup, and you can see here that people that have this Meetup/messages, you can actually click on this and contact them on Meetup platform, and they will receive email and they will receive notification on the phone, for example. So it's very powerful. Not all of the profiles have it, but some of them actually have it. Okay, but we are coming back to our Aurora on Twitter. So if you see this icon of email, you can contact people on there. Okay, what else? Here, for Twitter, it's very good to actually, as I mentioned in my presentation, that you need to do good filtering. So you need to read all these bios and write down to people some specific mentions. So for example, hey, see you a PhD candidate and you are in Erasmus, so let's you're very active, let's be connected. Or I'm also fond of Tableau products, so we are using Tableau at our company and you are very mastered in that, so let's be connected. So if per person have Twitter account, probably they have something to share. And you need to use this people sync to share with those users and to contact them. You can use also the same tricks as for Upwork Search to find more information about Twitter accounts on Google. And for example, I had Hilda, I found her LinkedIn, I wrote her to several resources, and I also found her Tableau profile and mentioned this in outreach. So that's all for Twitter search. I hope it was interesting for you. And also I want to share some additional useful links with you. I know it's Corona time, it's very hard. So I've shared an article how to find actually layoffs companies, how to find people who are looking for a job. And this article of Wizard Sorcerer, very good blog. And there are some like European still hiring Corona website. There is some Parachute, more of United States based site with lots of people in different areas looking for a job. Also, it's Sourceful. It's more for UK, but you can find there like all Google Docs that are publicly available. That's related for some hashtags like remote, teaching, webinar, still hiring, etc. So you can click them and find. And I wish you hashtag happy sourcing. You can find me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and write me on email. If you have some specific, really hard request, you can write me on email and I will help you. And we can even go with mature team and assist you with your sourcing capacities. So we can find you diversity search on Twitter, we can find you remoters on Upwork, and of course we can find you all the professionals in IT on Meetup. So use this knowledge, find the best developers, and I hope you enjoyed. So we have questions still, right, guys? And I want to come back to chat, stop sharing. And where is this? Hovering, stop sharing.
I can help you.
Oh, thanks. So I have some questions right here as well. So Anna asking, can we scrape Twitter with other tool, not Phantom Buster? I think there was some other answers. Yes, you can use. Oh, sorry, I will hover a little bit here. So you can use data miner. You can use also other resources, other scrapers, but Instant Data Scraper is the easiest one because, of course, we want this next button like we can find on data miner, but with Twitter actually don't work because it's always like updating with JavaScript. So yeah, I recommend you to use Instant Data Scraper for Twitter. Or for Meetup, and for Twitter, Phantom Buster. My choice is Phantom Buster because it's the easiest way. So, hey Dima, any experience comparing data miner and instant data scrapers? Yes. My feedback is that instant data scraper is kind of more pro tool. It's not working on some websites and you need to adjust. It has a lot of prepared scripts, but it's more of like adjustable tool. So you need to find click a lot of things. And Insta Data Miner, it's just like one-time solution. So you click and you have results. If you have not results you want, you click try another table. So yeah, I recommend you for tables and for one pages use EDS, and for like specific searches Data Miner, but please read their blog how to do this correctly and watch our webinar from previous speakers who are very also curious about that. Okay, Dima, how would you recommend to start developing so high-level expertise of sourcing? Tips, tricks, methods, resources? Okay, Anna, very good question. I recommend you to start with reading blogs. Oh, sorry, it's jumping around. Blogs to just read some like Hungly, you read Wizard Source or Social Talent. So I can share with you a list of tools and blogs, and you can just get knowledge from there. Also SourceCon, it's good thing, and such webinars, also attend them, it's free. Okay, do you have a register to run research on Upwork? Yes, you need to create account on Upwork to be registered there. So it take you like 7 minutes, but it totally worth it. And you can copy your information from LinkedIn to create separate examples. What kind of formula could be used to get false positives out of spreadsheets without clicking through the filter? Yeah, Ella, good question. So there's two options. You can create a filter and filter them out, or you can just go one by one. So you have a spreadsheet, right? And you click row 10, delete, row 5, delete, delete, delete. And then you click on your table, sort from A to Z, and you will have only rows that are left, that not deleted. So I can like have a chat with you, and you can ask me on LinkedIn how to do this. Yeah, that's probably all the questions. If you have more, let me know. And yeah, what we have, Anastasia. And I will probably switch off my camera.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better to exchange with cameras because kind of internet is not this stable. Guys, I hope you really liked this session. What we want to say to you, if you want some specialized sourcing training, or you want to ask Dima questions about how to launch my sourcing campaign on Twitter, don't hesitate contacting us. We are here to help. We will always help you and share all the knowledge that we have. And yeah, next Thursday, we will speak about diversity, another very important topic. And by the way, recently we have written a great article about how to find female engineers. But first things first, download our guide, give us likes, share our workshops. I sound like a blogger on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I hope you will have a great day, great evening. See you soon. Give us feedback on our workshops, on our guides, on our content, on everything. Let's stay in touch. You know how to find us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Thanks.